Hello again. Welcome to Verbling. Hi, I'm Teacher Oakley, and for the next hour in this class, we are going to be doing a little basic reading comprehension. We'll read some very short passages of humorous stories, some kind of plot twist or humorous element, and then we'll look at some vocabulary, and we'll take turns trying to figure out why is this story funny. So we have to be able to comprehend what is humorous about the story, and maybe we'll throw in a little conversation about some of what's happening in the story. Anyway, some combined elements within the class, but the basic idea is some pretty basic level reading comprehension. Hello, Heidi.
Hello, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you. Thanks for joining me. And hello, Anna.
Good morning, teacher. How are you?
I'm pretty good, thank you very much. It's an okay day so far. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. We're doing okay. All right. Okay. Well, hang on. Hang on a minute and welcome Patricia. Hello, Patricia.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Very well, thanks.
Okay. Welcome to the class. Where are you from, Patricia?
I am Peruvian, but I live in Italy.
Ah, the old Italian-Peruvian connection. Okay, terrific. Okay, welcome to the class. What are you doing in Italy? Are you working there? Visiting?
Yes, I Spanish teacher.
I'm sorry? Again?
Spanish teacher.
Spanish teacher. Ah,
Yes.
okay, that works. Well, welcome to the class. Glad you could join us. All right, and let me say hello to Abimelech.
Hello, teacher.
Hi again.
Nice to see you again.
As always, nice to see you as well. Okay, let's get started. We're going to look at some amusing little stories, and then we're going to talk about the vocabulary, and then talk about why are they amusing? What makes them amusing? To sort of test your comprehension of the reading passage. Okay, I'm going to start out with Heidi. Heidi, can you go ahead and read this first passage? This might be challenge because there is some dialogue which takes into account the accent of the speaker. A little challenging, Heidi. Ready? Go for it.
Okay, can I start?
Please.
We were two Australian student nurses training at an English hospital. During visiting hours, we would take a break in the ward kitchen, and often a kindly visitor would just slip us a cake or some chocolate. One night, a woman brought a pork pie to the kitchen and asked me, "Would you eat them up, love?" My friend and I ate every crumb and were delighted until the woman returned and asked, "Is my husband's pie hot yet, dear?"
Okay. Very good. Okay, Heidi, that was incredibly accurate Australian accent. Nice try. Okay, the dialogue. Okay, they're in Australia. Okay. Well, no, they're in England. They're training at an English hospital. They're listening to a British accent, right? Would you eat this up, love? And the last part, is my husband's pie hot yet, dear? Like that. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure if you did or didn't, but crumb, we do not pronounce the B. The B is completely silent. Crumb. Okay, no need to pronounce the B. Okay, the rest all sounded good. Now, keeping an eye on the story, let's look at some of the vocabulary. Let me quickly say hello to Khaled. Welcome to the class, Khaled. Again.
Hello.
Hello, hello. And also Chang has joined us. Hello, Chang. Welcome to the class. Pardon me. Chang, are you there? Can you unmute yourself and say hello? Don't be shy. Chang? It appears that you're muted. If you scroll to the top of the screen with your mouse, you're going to see a little microphone icon with a bar across it. If you click that, you can unmute yourself so that you can talk. It's probably red right now. Chang? Okay. If you want to do that and say hello so you can participate, please go ahead. And that way you can talk to us here. Okay, let's look at some of the vocabulary. Anna. Ward here means what? Okay, here it is. We would take a break in the ward kitchen. All right. What is a ward here means what? Anna? Whoops. Anna?
Yes, I am here again. Sorry.
Okay. Ward in the reading passage means what?
I think is a part in a hospital. Letter C.
Right, okay. Yes, different wards in the hospital refer to different areas of the hospital. For example, you may hear an emergency ward, maternity ward, where children are born. Yeah, there are different sections of the hospital that have different purposes. That's correct. Okay. Patricia, what does to slip mean? Okay, let's look at it in context. Okay. Often a kindly visitor would slip us a cake or some chocolate. What does slip mean?
I don't know. Maybe a DVD.
Divide something?
Divide it.
Let's see if that makes sense. Okay, when we're trying to figure out vocabulary words, try to substitute it in the sentence and see if it makes sense. Often a kindly visitor would divide us a cake. Almost, but not quite. I think there's a better answer here. Of course, get worse a cake makes no sense. Move slowly a cake doesn't really work either. How about a kindly visitor would give secretly a cake? Secretly give us a cake. Okay. And often a kindly visitor would secretly give us a cake or some chocolate. All right. That's the meaning. If you slip somebody something, you secretly give it to them. You might hear the phrase, slip someone a Mickey. Okay. Does anybody have any idea what that means? If you slip someone a Mickey? Okay. Here's a phrase for you. If you slip someone a Mickey, that means you give them some kind of drug which is going to make them fall asleep. All right? This is a pretty standard phrase. That's what it means. I don't know what happened. He slipped me a Mickey, and I fell asleep for 3 hours. All right? Possibly up to some kind of illegal activity. He secretly gives someone a drug. Okay. Pork. Patricia, if I might ask, if you're not speaking, if you wouldn't mind muting your microphone when you're not speaking. I can hear a little background noise.
Sorry, I don't
Would you
understand.
would you mind muting your microphone when you're not speaking,
Okay.
please? Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Ahora? Okay.
It's if you scroll with the pointer with your mouse to the top of the screen, you'll see the microphone icon. You can mute yourself there. Okay. Can you see that?
Yes.
No? Okay.
Pork means meat, throat.
No, I'm sorry. No, you did question 2. You're done. I'm asking you to mute your microphone. All right? Just hang on. Let me show you what I mean. Okay? Just a second. Okay. Look, when you're not speaking, there's some background noise. So if you just, well, okay, over and over and over again. Up here, you'll see something, you scroll on it, it says mute microphone. All right, you scroll with your pointer up here. Just click this and it mutes your microphone. All right, and then you can click on this when you want to talk again. Okay, there you go. That's it. Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Okay, and for you too, Chang, you. Hello, Chang. Okay. All right. Okay, let's try to continue. Okay, we're going to look at the word pork now. All right. One night a woman brought a pork pie. What is pork? Abimelech. Pork means meat from
pig.
Meat from a pig, of course, is pork. All right. And next one, thank you. Khaled. Crumb. Okay. Crumb means what? If you want to.
Very small.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Very small bit of bread, cake, etc.
Right. Very good. So, all right.
Little part of the cake.
That's right. Little leftovers that fall off. My friend and I ate every crumb. Right. So that means we ate every last tiny piece. Common enough expression in English. And then last of all, well, Chang, are you there? Chang? No. Okay. My friend and I ate every crumb and were delighted. Delighted? They were delighted.
He doesn't have a microphone.
Ah, okay. Well, I'm going to you, Heidi. Anyway, delighted means...
Vincento.
Hi.
Vincento.
Hi.
Oh, Vincenzo. I didn't see you sneaking in. Hi, Vincenzo.
Hi, teacher. Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you today?
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay. Long time no see. Nice to see you.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm spending a lot of lessons, Spanish lessons. So
Okay.
I'm switched. I'm switched to Spanish the
All
most of
right.
the time. Okay, but
That's fine. I'm not offended.
oh, no. Okay.
Okay.
Sometimes I come back to English.
Sure. Always good to brush up.
Yes.
Sure. Okay. Delighted. Vincenzo, delighted means what?
Like when you like someone very, very much.
Okay.
No,
Lower
no,
something.
no, excuse me. I have to choose about this. Okay, very angry, quite tired, pretty dark, very pleased.
Very pleased. Right.
Very
Okay.
pleased, yes.
We were delighted. Okay. So, Heidi, now back to you. All right, Heidi. All right, talking about comprehension of the story. What is the funny element of the story?
The woman can't pronounce H.
That's it.
So, would you heat this up? She wanted us to heat up the pork pie for her husband. But the nurse misunderstood about her word. So they are very glad to eat up all the pork pie. Then after came back, the woman still she can't pronounce H.
Right.
Is the husband pie hot yet, dear?
Right. She says, "Husbands, is my husband's pie hot yet, dear?" All right. She's speaking with such an accent she can't pronounce H. All right. Very good. Okay. A little flip-flopping going on here. Nader's in, Nader's out. Okay. Come on back, Nader. But Mai is with us. Hello, Mai.
Hello, teacher.
How are you today?
I'm fine. Vietnam is sunny now. And what's the weather in America?
I don't know what the weather is in America because I live in the Philippines and
Philippines. Yes.
It's sunny and hot here as well. Right. Okay. All right. So there's been a misunderstanding, and the nurses ate the pork pie, which was meant to be heated up. Uh-oh. Is Anna here? People are coming in. Yeah, Anna's here. Anna, one more question about this. What do you think happens next? Likely.
Well, it could entails, I suppose, a great arguing amongst the three people.
Okay. It could entail an argument. Okay. The noun of argue, to argue, verb.
Okay.
The noun form is an argument. Okay. Right. That's right. I would assume that. I think that's reasonable to guess that there might be an argument. Somebody might end up paying for a pot pie. By the way, a pork pie, I don't know why, but Americans is a meat pie, and Americans tend to call them pot pie, pork pot pie, chicken pot pie. Okay, instead of just a pork pie or a beef pie or chicken pie, we call it, Americans tend to say chicken pot pie. By the way, they're an extremely cheap thing to eat. You can buy frozen pot pies, and they're really, really cheap to buy, and they're pretty good. Okay. He who never fails never grows rich. All right. I don't know why. Oh, we have an Italian proverb. All our Italian friends.
What is it?
Do you know this? Well, I don't know. Do you know this?
Italian.
Rich.
Yeah.
Vincenzo should know.
But
You
I
should
don't.
know,
Yes,
Vincenzo.
I don't remember this proverb, teacher.
You don't?
You never face, never close to reach. Yes, it's a way to say you have to risk in order to become rich.
There you go. All
Yeah,
right.
but
That's right.
no, I don't remember nothing of the similar. Yes.
Don't remember this being an Italian
No,
proverb?
no. Say in the form on the Italian form expression, but
I
yeah.
think it's also can be said about he who never fails. He cannot win or he cannot succeed. Not even for the rich, also for the scientists and the inventors. Some people like this, they made a lot of mistake and until they reach the goals.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that everyone have to learn about mistakes. Yes,
Yeah,
it's
Well,
right.
yeah.
Right.
In American, of course, we're much more direct with our proverbs. We say,
yeah.
no guts, no glory. If you have
No
no
doubt.
bravery, you're never going to get the glory. If you don't
What is
take big
guts?
chances, if you
Guts.
don't
What is
take
it?
big chances, then
Okay.
you can't succeed. Guts, all right? Guts is it's an idiomatic way to say bravery or courage. No courage,
Courage.
no
Yes.
glory.
Yes,
So if you're
bravery
not
and
willing
courage.
to try and perhaps
Yes.
fail, then well, no
Yeah,
glory.
Edison said he had experiment 99 times. Finally, he reached success. Then
Mhm.
he said, "It's not a failure." He was looking for this is wrong every time, looking for the wrong way. Then finally, he reached the success.
Right. Edison is an embodiment. He embodies. He's a very good example of this
No,
idea.
so I remember a proverb, a teacher. I remember a proverb that is something like fortune helps brave people. Yes.
Similar. Very similar.
Yes. This is
Right.
an Italian proverb. Yes.
Right. I think in English it's something like fortune favors the bold. Yeah, that's it.
The
I
same.
know that one. Yeah,
Yes.
I know that one. Not the, but fortune favors the bold. Bold
Yes.
is another way to say brave.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the Italian form
Right.
of proverb. Okay. Similar.
Right. Okay, we have another story here. And Patricia, I would like you to unmute yourself and read this story for us. Here is the story. Patricia, can you unmute yourself and give this a read for me? Patricia, can you unmute yourself? You're having technical difficulties? All right. Okay, I guess I'll move on. I'll move on while you're trying to figure that out. You just need to, the same way you muted yourself, you just need to unmute yourself. Okay, in the meantime, I guess I'll have Abimelech read this for us. Abimelech,
Okay.
the story.
After lunch, my friend and I paid the bill and made our way to my car. I took out my remote control gadget and pressed the button, which automatically unlocks the doors. Not having noticed what I did, my friend looked puzzled and asked, "What was that clicking sound?" "It was just the doors unlocking," I answered. He looked at me with astonishment and said, "The car recognizes you."
Okay. Kind of ridiculous story. Okay. That's silly. All right, let's look at some of the words. Okay, starting with bill. I'm Khaled. Bill here. I paid the bill. Okay. What does bill mean in this story? Interesting. Yeah.
List of things, both and their price. I
That
think
is
C, yes.
correct.
List of things, both and their price.
That's correct. After lunch, I paid the bill. The list of soup and sandwich and Coca-Cola and all right, the list of things and their price. However, interestingly here, bill also means every single one of these other definitions, actually,
Yes.
just not in this story, right? Which is maybe confusing. A bill is part of a bird's mouth, the hard part, right? A printed notice on a wall is a bill. You might
Yes, and
see.
also the invoice or the piece of paper money.
Yep, a dollar bill, for example, right?
Yes.
In English-speaking countries, you might commonly see, like letter B, post no bills is a common notice. Means that it's illegal or at least unwanted for you to put up posters or announcements like in the street or something. All right. Okay. Chang does not have a microphone. He just wants to listen. So is Mai still here? Okay. No. Can't keep track today. People are jumping in and out of the class. Okay, Nader. A gadget is a what? In the sentence here, I took out my remote control gadget and pressed the button. Okay, you're saying B, a small machine. I guess so. A gadget is a small machine, often electrical, but it doesn't have to be electrical. We had the word gadget long before we had all these electric devices, which we now call devices. A gadget also kind of means something that's new. Now it means something, often a gadget
Small.
refers to something electrical. Small, generally small.
No,
Very
not
good.
only small, also smart. Something smart or electronic, something.
Right. A gadget doesn't not necessarily have to be electric, though.
Yes, but the gadget is also a gift, no? Some gifts that they are made in order to, can I say, in a feast or something like that. They are going to sell in order to promote something. No, then aren't they called gadgets?
It could be. It's generally small. It's generally, somebody said it's smart, something that's supposed to be saving you time or convenient. Oh, it's a nifty little gadget. It's new. It's a new idea. You can call it a gadget. Most things, okay, we call it a gadget when it's new. When it's 40 years old, you don't really refer to it as a gadget anymore. A can opener, the modern can opener, was at one point in time was a gadget. Sure, a tool. Very good, a tool. Yeah, that's it. Right, some useful thing. That's right. Supposedly useful in some way. That's right. So tool fits very well. Thanks, Heidi. Okay.
When they make publicity, they can get gadgets or not. There's something in order to promote something or not. They are called gadgets or not.
I think what you're thinking of, things you might get at a trade show, for example, for publicity, for advertising.
Yeah, publicity. Yes, when they are going to promote stuff. Well, for example, I don't think
it could be. It could be a gadget, or maybe not. Something like a keychain or a tote bag. I would not call that a gadget. All right. We do have a word for it. That's.
For example, can I say gadget when some tourist comes to Rome and buy a little Colosseum? It's a gadget.
No.
No, I can say gadget.
No, I don't think that works. if they're buying it as a remembrance, as a memento, it's a souvenir.
Souvenir. Yeah.
Right. Or little free gifts you get at a trade show. We call that swag. Just free stuff, but not necessarily, usually not useful, actually.
Okay.
Maybe the opposite. Okay, Heidi, back to you. Puzzled.
Unable to understand.
All right, if you're puzzled, you're confused, unable to understand. That's right.
You can see that on the cartoon, there are a lot of question marks around your head.
Yeah, right. Okay. True enough. A puzzle, the noun, something that is difficult to understand that you have to try to solve. The answer is a puzzle. Okay, Anna, to click. Heaven knows we do this
Yes.
all the time.
Letter B, make a short, sharp sound.
Okay, that's good. Anna?
Yes.
Remember our classes
Oh.
with SH? Short,
sharp
Sure.
sound.
That's better. Okay, sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Just remember to kind of stretch out those SH sounds so that the CH is a glottal stop. Chocolate. Short. You can stretch the sound. That helps clarify the difference between those sounds. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember you in that class. Okay. Anyway.
It's difficult for me because I can't remember the sound when I speak.
That's okay. Keep coming to my class. I'll keep telling you. I'll keep trying to encourage you to get the sound right in English. All right. Astonishment. All right, Patricia, if you can unmute yourself. He looked at me with astonishment, it said. All right. Patricia, what does astonishment mean in this sentence?
I don't know.
Well, what
Please,
do you think?
can I read other time? Yes.
Another time? Can I
Yes.
read again? Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Look at me.
It isn't written right, teacher.
Maybe.
It isn't written right, teacher.
It isn't?
It isn't written right.
Why not?
Surprise, maybe.
Very good. This isn't written right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It isn't. Great surprise, not great.
Great.
Great surprise. Very good. Yes, if you are astonished, you are very shocked, surprised, amazed. Right. Very good. Astonishment. Okay. Abimelech. Now, I know you understand this, but anyway, you're next. What is funny about this story?
Funny about maybe his friend knows what he's doing, but he intentionally said that the car recognizes you.
Really? I don't think so. I think the friend has no idea what's going on.
Yes, because I think the story written maybe when the remote control is still new, so his friend may be not familiar with the control, or you can press the button and control the doors remotely. So that's why he asked what was that clicking sound, and he said the car recognize you, so maybe he understand or talk with you, it's open it automatically. I think that's the funny.
Right. I think a key phrase, not an entire sentence, is this phrase right here, not having noticed what I did. Okay, the friend doesn't notice, so he doesn't understand why the car is doing actions by itself. Yeah. I don't understand cars anymore. They talk to you. They decide how to park your car.
Yeah, you know, the people that's without any technology or it's this strange, maybe it happened to him. Some people, to them, I mean, some people, they didn't understand the technology or this is the first time for them to see that. It's maybe they will puzzle. Yeah.
Right. And speaking of that, Khaled, what do you think about all this new technology with cars? They can park themselves. They talk to you. Please put on your seatbelt.
Yes, I think.
Go ahead.
I think because I'm technology guy, I'm from the IT. Yes, it's you know, it's now it's what's happened. The device or the machine, it's act like the computer. You know, we computerize everything. So even the refrigerator is connected to the internet. It get the IP address. You can control the machines. So even the car, why not? You can open the car, park in the car. Everything is computerized. Sensors. There is a lot of technique and technology in those cars. So it's not strange for me, but still, I mean, it's need rich people, or it's not. It's very very expensive.
Yeah, which is strange because technology and computers has become cheaper.
And you know the big trend here. You can hacking those things. I mean, any computer. Yes, I'm security guy. I'm cyber security specialist. So just no matter if you connect to the internet. So no, it's easy to hack those things. This is the big trend now. Yeah.
Right. Maybe that's why Nader argues that he thinks car technology, automobile technology, should have proceeded much faster over the years. But maybe that's why. Maybe Khaled has exactly the key. Maybe that's exactly the reason. Cars are dangerous things. Let's not kid ourselves. More people get killed with cars than cancer, you know.
Yes, yeah. But
might
be yes, teacher. But might be a day when we can talk to a car and go anywhere by talking. Yes,
right.
I think this is the final goal of technology, and the same for computers. In order to have like another people with us, no, a car as a woman, as a or a man, no, I will prefer. What do you think?
I like to drive. I like the physical activity of driving.
Physical activity, but it could be automatic in the future. In the future, it could be automatic.
It'd be nice if you could switch back and forth. Let me compromise on that viewpoint. I would love. Sometimes I would like to just sit there, and sometimes I actually enjoy the physical driving.
To drive.
Let me hold on 1 second, Vincenzo. Patricia, you have a question? What is your question, please?
Yes. I don't understand means no funny about. I don't understand what is funny about. Funny.
In this question. Okay. Well, Patricia, there's two funnies. There's funny, humorous.
Okay.
But wait, Patricia, I'm not done. There's also funny, like something very strange. There's something funny about what's going on at work. Okay, there's something strange. I don't understand. Unusual or odd or strange. So funny has two meanings, actually. In this case, it means funny, haha. Actually, in English, we commonly say, we sometimes native speakers have to clarify this dual meaning. You might often hear native speakers say, do you mean funny, haha, or funny, Would be a common thing to say. Okay. Uh, okay. Oh, we have another saying. For comprehension, well, I forget where we are. Who's Chang is gone, Maya's gone. Who's here? Who's gone? Okay. Midair. Happiness is not having what you want, but wanting what you have. Midair, what do you think that means? Or you like it? All right. Heidi, what do you think of this expression? Happiness is not having what you want, but wanting what you have.
So, sorry, Oakley, the music come from you or from...
I'm not singing.
No, there is not you. I mean,
Yeah.
your
Okay.
computer.
I think it's from Patricia.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, she has a little music in the background. So, Patricia, again, if I could remind you, please mute your microphone when you're not speaking. We can all hear the music. Okay.
I don't.
You can mute it by yourself, Oakley. You have the control here.
You know what? I'll tell you, sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. I prefer to teach students how to do it themselves so I don't have to be doing that for 9 different students all through the class. I can mute students, but I'll tell you what, I cannot unmute them. So if I mute them and they don't know what's going on, then they can't talk again, especially if they're new students. So it really messes things up when I mute people. I really don't like that because then they have no idea what's going on, much like the man with the control for the car. They don't see what's going on. They have no idea how to fix it. They get very confused and discouraged. Okay, anyway, Heidi, you have the floor, please, ma'am. What do you think of this quote?
Happiness is not having what you want. For example, I have a lot of things, TV or a computer, but it's already my things. So even though I use computer every day, but I don't feel it happy.
Okay. Right. Well, to be happy then, you should actually want what you have.
Yeah.
Or be happy about it. Right. Okay. So not necessarily having everything you want, but wanting what you already have. Yeah. Okay. I like that expression, actually. Okay, let's move on to a story called Poor Cat. Anna, can I get you to read this one for us? Oops.
Yes. As a student, I ate my meals at a seaside boarding house. The landlady was a good cook, as her husband was a fisherman. We always ate fish for dinner. Eventually, I got tired of it and took to sleeping it under the sofa, where the family cat would find a devoured. This worked very successfully until one day the landlady tiptoed up behind me and said, "Young man, it's a high time. I told you that our cat was run over by a lorry 3 weeks ago."
Oh my God. Anna, excellent job on the SH pronunciation.
Yes. Thank you, teacher. Thank you.
You get a golf clap for that. That's a golf clap. A very light, very quiet clap. That's a golf clap, like people do on the golf course when they're watching professionals. Oh, yes, very nice.
Thank you very much.
Right, okay. Good job. All right, and excellent job. I have no problem with any of the pronunciation. Excellent. Okay, the cat story. Let's look at some of the vocabulary. First of all, Patricia. Going back to you, Patricia. A boarding house is what? Okay, hang on. Let's look at the sentence. As a student, I ate my meals at a seaside boarding house. Okay. All right. What do you think? A boarding house is?
A boarding house is building which is near the sea.
Not exactly. No. Not that one.
The key is full board, half board.
House giving rooms.
There you go. House. Or the key is house. House giving rooms and food. Okay, a common expression.
You know, in the hotel we book it for full board, half board. The full board mean everything. I mean, include room and the food and lunch.
Room and board. Right. Right. I put that in the Verbling chat box. Room and board. So room, your accommodation, the place you stay is your room, and board actually refers to food, meals. So when you use the phrase room and board, I pay for room and board, you mean the room and the food. All right, that's it. Very good.
Excuse me, teacher, but it is a kind of hotel that is near the sea or not? It's not.
No, not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Okay, thank you.
Okay, boarding house can be anywhere, in the middle of a city, in the country, in the mountains, anywhere. But they don't just rent a room. They also provide food for their guests. But in general, room in a boarding house, everybody who rents a room gets the same food, as in the story. They're fed fish every night, so everybody's getting the same. They can't decide what they want. The landlord or landlady decides, and they all eat the same thing. Speaking of landlady, go ahead.
They provide food for lunch and dinner also. Yeah.
Most
lunch
likely. Maybe depends on the agreement of the place.
Okay. Thank you.
Could be. Maybe breakfast and dinner because people are working or at school during lunchtime. Maybe. It depends on the agreement. Okay. Next one. Abimelech.
Okay.
Landlady is who? What?
Landlady is a woman who keeps a boarding house.
Has a lot of money. Okay, keeps a boarding house. Well, maybe. But what else is a landlord or a landlady? That's true. In the story, that's true.
Has a lot of money.
Well, maybe.
Owner.
There you go. Thank you. An owner of an apartment building or a house for rent. I have a landlady. She owns my house. I pay rent for my house where I'm currently staying. All right. So, yeah, she's still a landlady, even though it's not, I don't rent a room, I rent an entire house, but it's still a landlord, or a landlady, in my case. She's a woman. Okay. All right, I don't know what happened here. Okay, hang on. Give me a second here. I don't know why. All right. That's weird. something happened there. Okay, technical problems. Eventually, okay. Eventually what? Khaled? Eventually means, well, it always means the same thing.
Happily?
Let's take a look. Let's look at it in context. Eventually, I got tired of it.
Naturally.
Right? We always ate fish for dinner, and eventually, I got tired of it. Well, okay. Naturally would fit. It would fit that context.
In the end, it's more fit.
Yeah. It has to do with time, and you see it has the word event inside. All right. In the end, as a synonym, we may say after a while or after some time. All right. I got tired of it. Okay. To take to. Oh, we better look at this. Chang. Boy. Adair's gone. Okay, Vincenzo, to take to. Where is it here? Oh, here it is. Eventually, I got tired of it and took to slipping it under the sofa. Vincenzo, what does took to mean?
Took. What is it? Took to.
Where? Yeah, where is it? Here we go.
To carry something to somewhere or ask someone to do, begin to do something as a habit, go away to this. They carry something to somewhere. No, carry something. I think carry something to somewhere or not.
Well, that is a possible meaning in a very literal dictionary meaning. I took.
Or go away to some place to hide. No. No.
No. So eventually he.
Eventually.
Right.
No, eventually.
Eventually, he began to do something as a habit. He started doing it over and over again.
To do something as a habit.
Right. Okay. Of course, I took something to someone. Of course, means you carry it, obviously, in a very concrete, physical way. But it can also mean to begin to do something as a habit, right?
But it says it goes down the sofa. I don't understand why. Yeah.
Okay.
Took to sleeping.
I got tired of it. He got tired of fish for dinner. It is eating fish for dinner every night. Yeah. So he began slipping it under the sofa.
Why?
Why? Because he didn't like fish for dinner. He didn't want to eat it. Okay. Probably he did not want to offend the landlady. He didn't want to say, landlady, I hate fish. This fish stinks. It tastes disgusting. I don't want to eat it anymore. So instead, he just hid it to spare her feelings. So she would not feel bad. He would hide it. Little children do that. They don't want to eat their vegetables, so they feed it to the dog. They hide it. Slip it under the table. They secretly give it to the dog.
It seems that this food was put under the sofa or not.
Yes, it does seem that way. Where the cat would devour it. Heidi, what is the cat doing if he's devouring it?
Eat something quickly because cat is very hungry.
That's right. To devour, eat quickly, eat with great energy. That's it. Very good. Yeah, exactly.
Gobble up.
Gobble up, right? Wolf it down, we can also say. All right. Which I'll be doing in 5 minutes. I'm getting kind of hungry. Okay. Anna, to tiptoe. What is to tiptoe?
I think is walk quietly on the toes.
Right. You see cartoon characters tiptoeing. They curl their hands up and they walk on their toes. And there's little ding 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 kind of sounds on a cartoon.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, the puntillitas.
Okay. Right. Trying to sneak up on somebody or sneak away. Yeah, they're tiptoeing. Right. Okay. To run over. My God. Patricia, what is to run over? Let's look in context. Okay. I told you that our cat was run over by a lorry.
Run over. Okay. Maybe I understand. Run over is steal something from your place or take
No, the cat. Right. Okay.
the cat. Yes.
Sometimes the cat. Right. The cat. This is the subject was some action by a lorry. A lorry is a truck. In American English, truck. British English, a lorry.
Lorry, I don't know. But
It's a truck. A truck. A truck. A very, very, very big car that carries many things.
I don't know. Lorry, what meaning?
Okay, it means a truck. I don't know. Okay, I can show you a picture. A truck, and a kind of automobile for carrying things. A car that carries things is a truck. All right. On the highway, you drive it. Okay. So cat was run over by a lorry. All right. Okay. So to run over means to.
Run over is drive over something.
That's it. Drive over something. That's right. Drive. You drive a car or a truck or a lorry. Right. The cat was hit by a car, a truck. Actually, that's what it means. Okay. Thank you.
Mashed.
Could be. That's not a pretty picture, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Colette, what's funny about this story? Colette?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think maybe because the man gave the cat the eat, so maybe the lady, the landlady, aware for her cat, so I don't know.
Okay.
She's yeah.
Okay. The man is sick of fish. He's sick of it. He's tired of eating fish, so he keeps feeding the fish to the cat.
To the cat, yes.
Slipping it under the sofa, secretly, if you remember slipping, secretly giving to the cat under the sofa. But what the man doesn't know, the landlady says, young man, it's high time. It's about time. It's been too long, I need to tell you. Our cat was killed 3 weeks ago. You're feeding a dead cat. In other words, the cat's been dead for 3 weeks. So you're putting fish under the sofa for 3 weeks, and the cat has been dead.
There was a lot of fish under the sofa. There was a lot of fish under the sofa.
Yeah, that's not a good smell, right? So, of course, the landlady probably smelled it after a while.
Yeah.
Could you please stop putting dead fish under the sofa? Yeah, okay. I've gone overtime, as I frequently do. I'm overtime. Thank you, everyone, for joining me.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye, Vincenzo.